Hey guys, it's Theo, and welcome back to Saturdays with me. And today's video is gonna be about depression and self-harm, obviously, because that's what everyone else posted. And I guess I'm gonna kind of like give a story and then stuff. Before we get into that, here is the random internet fact that I give every Saturday. And this week's fact is that your skin sells for $10 per inch on the black market. Do what you want with that. Okay, so depression and self-harm is basically something that I have a lot of experience with because I've been through it. I am clinically diagnosed with depression, so that's one thing, and self-harm was once my go-to to deal with it. There's like tons of fucking different ways to deal with it. If you saw Allison's video, I think that's her name, I can't remember her name, I'm so sorry! I'm slow right now. But if you saw her video, she mentioned some of the ways that people dealt with it, and now I'm gonna kind of give my experience with dealing with it. So self-harming was once my way of dealing with it, and I kind of got over it, and I got clean, which is perfectly capable of happening. So if you feel like you can't, I can promise you that you will be able to. It sounds hard, but it's really not that hard. So there's that. The way I deal with it now is when I'm feeling like in that kind of way, like it can last from days to weeks to hours to pretty much anything. But when I'm feeling kind of in that mode, I will play some nice music, not really like sad or happy, just some really calm music. I have a playlist that I listen to. I call my best friend. I draw, I color, I spend time with my cats, and there's just like so many alternatives to dealing with it other than self-harm. And I'm gonna, here, I guess, list off some ways. My biggest way overall is cutting and dyeing my hair. I know Allison mentioned it in hers as she dyes her hair. I didn't fully watch Megan's because I was busy and I need to watch it still. And I don't know if she mentioned how, like, to deal with it, or how she deals with it, or if she deals with it at all, I don't know. I couldn't really finish it. But I mainly cut and dye my hair. I recently cut all this off. It was here. And I cut this shorter. And I dye my hair quite often. Another way I deal with it is doing my nails, kind of like doing different stuff to them. I'll do like different stuff every couple of minutes. I will also cut up some clothes. Like this was kind of more like this, but I cut it down like this. And I have hands that have different stuff in it because I cut them. That's one of my biggest ways of dealing with it. I have a friend that deals with hers by doing other people's makeup. She is really big on makeup. It's like her favorite thing in the world. And she deals with hers by having people come over. She does their makeup, she'll do her own makeup, she'll do her brother's makeup, just anyone's makeup. That's how she deals with it. Point is, there's a bunch of alternatives that you could have other than self-harming, and depression is something that's just in almost everyone. I mean, like, everyone has some form of depression at some point of their life, but being clinically diagnosed with it as the mental illness, like the mental disorder, is actually pretty common. If you look it up, I can't exactly remember what it said, but I know it's more common than a lot of the other mental illnesses, like schizophrenia and stuff like that. And usually like depression and anxiety will go hand in hand, and bipolar and stuff like that. But it is really common, and you're not alone in it. And you never will be alone. It feels like you're alone, I know. But there's always someone who's gonna understand what you're going through. And you can get professional help. There's friends who will know what you're going through. There's always just someone. And so, if any alternative to self-harming does not help you, or you are feeling like you want to, or you're feeling like suicidal, there's always the national hotlines for that kind of things, and I will put that down below. So there is always just some alternative. And if you are struggling with self-harm currently, I really hope you guys kind of get out of it and like find better alternatives, because self-harming is something that in the long term you're going to regret. You're gonna, if you do it like bad enough, you'll have scars that always be there. It's just something that in the future, when you're out of it, you will highly regret. And so if you have not before and you're thinking about it, please do not. There is always other alternatives, always. And it's just something that works for a moment but doesn't in the long run. And there's always other things that do work in the long run that aren't as harmful. And I don't want to make this video too long because I don't have much to say about it. But I really hope that if you're struggling with self-harming, or you've just started, or you've been struggling for a while, just basically if you're struggling with self-harm, you find the help that you need, and you get better, and things get better for you, and that's about it. So that's all for this Saturday. Until next time, I will see you guys next Saturday, or if you don't want to wait that long, I have my own channel, which will be linked down below along with my social medias. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the week. So, everything else being said, good vibes. See you guys. Ask Allison if you can... I can ask Allison if you can join the collab channel, but you have to upload every week.
That's gonna be hard when I don't have Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, we'll wait till after you get Wi-Fi to ask her. Do you want to? Because you have to upload every week.